You know, the story of Prophet Isa it's framed by the impossible, from start to finish. Today, we're diving into the source material to really understand the life of this extraordinary prophet, a life that was literally defined by one miracle after another. So the source really sets the scene for us with this powerful opening. It's talking about a time when Zulm, which means this deep injustice and oppression, had taken over, and people's hearts had just grown cold and hard. It was into this world that a divine sign was desperately needed, a real beacon of hope. And that sign, well, it came in the form of a prophet sent to Bani Israel, the children of Israel. His name was Isa, peace be upon him. And from the very moment he was conceived, his life was set apart as one of the most significant in all of history. What's so amazing about his story is that it doesn't just have miracles in it. It actually begins with one. I mean, the very first chapter of his life is this incredible, unbelievable event, a miracle right from the cradle. So Prophet Isa was born to Miriam, and the text describes her as this exceptionally pure and devoted woman. And right here, we get the first profound miracle of his life. He was born without a father, just by a direct divine command from Allah. Okay, so you can just imagine, right? In a society where your family line is everything, a child born without a father was an unthinkable scandal. The source tells us his mother, Miriam, faced these terrible accusations. I mean, she was put in an impossible situation with really no way to defend her honor. And this is where the story takes its first absolutely stunning turn. Her defense came from the most unexpected source you could possibly imagine, the baby himself. The source says that from the cradle, the infant Isa spoke. He declared he was a servant and a prophet of Allah, completely silencing the accusers, clearing his mother's name, and announcing his sacred mission from his very first moments of life. Just incredible. Okay, so speaking from the cradle, that was just the warm-up act. The real heart of Prophet Isa's mission, as we see in the source, was shown through this whole series of powerful signs that would challenge everything people thought they knew about the world. Now, it's really, really important to understand what the source means by a miracle or a sign. This isn't magic, you know? It's not some kind of personal power he just had. Each and every act was a divine one, performed by a prophet only with Allah's permission. And it was all designed to prove that his message was true. And the signs he was given they were reality bending. The text describes how, always by Allah's permission, he can make the blind see again, cure people with these awful diseases like leprosy, and, in the ultimate display of divine power, even bring the dead back to life. The sheer scope of these signs was just astounding. Okay, take the miracle of the clay bird, because it perfectly shows how these signs worked. The source describes how he would literally shape clay into the form of a bird, then breathe into it, and then, by Allah's permission, boom, it became a living creature and just flew away. We're not just talking about healing here. This was an act of creation itself. His miracles were also there to strengthen the faith of those who followed him. His disciples, they asked for a sign to really reassure their hearts. And in response, a table just loaded with food was sent down from the heavens, making their belief rock solid. But here's the thing, not everyone was moved by these clear signs. For the people in power, his growing influence and these incredible miracles didn't inspire faith. Nope, it fueled jealousy and fear, and that set the stage for a really dangerous conflict. So his message basically created this clear divide in society. On one side, you had his loyal followers, the disciples, who completely embraced his teachings. But on the other side were these powerful leaders who just flat out rejected him. They got jealous, and they were terrified of losing their own status and power. And that fear and anger, it quickly turned into action. These leaders weren't content to just disagree with him. They started to actively plot against him. Their goal was to capture him and end his life, to silence his message for good. So, they made their plan, but they weren't the only ones with a plan. As the source material puts it, with such beautiful simplicity and power, but Allah protected his prophet. And so, their plot completely failed. According to this account, Prophet Isa was never captured and never killed. Instead, in a final, stunning miracle, he was saved by being raised directly to the heavens alive. That divine rescue meant his story didn't end in some tragedy on earth. Instead, it transformed into this enduring legacy of faith that, continues to this very day. So beyond all the mind-blowing miracles, who is the man? The source describes a person of incredible simplicity. He had absolutely no interest in wealth or worldly power. His core teachings all circled around kindness, mercy, and reminding people that this life is just a temporary journey. When you see his whole journey laid out like this, it's truly remarkable. It starts with a miraculous birth. It leads to a mission defined by divine signs and wonders, and it culminates not in death, but in ascension. And even that's not the end, as his eventual return is prophesied to establish final justice in the world. So ultimately, when you boil it all down, the source presents Isa as utterly unique among the prophets. His entire existence, from his first breath in the cradle to his ascension to the heavens, was itself one profound, continuous sign for all of humanity. So the source presents a life that was just filled with these clear, undeniable signs meant to guide people. And that leaves us with a final question to really think about. In our own lives, right now, what are the signs we look for today?